All right, we got a special extra bonus play date with our friend Dylan Gossett. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you. Where do I look? Do I just not look at the camera?
Yeah, I wouldn't. You don't have to look.
Okay, maybe
Every time he goes to answer questions.
every time I talk, I'm just right. No, yeah, thank y'all for having me. This is sick.
Dude, we saw you we met out in Austin a few weeks ago. Had a great time. And now you're in LA doing some shows.
Oh yeah,
Fonda Theater.
Yeah,
it's kind of sick.
How'd it go last night?
So last night was a lot of fun. I feel like I'm still like pretty new to this thing, like the whole music industry, I guess.
Yeah.
And so we're like 6 shows in now into this fall run, and like you never really know what to expect from these like industry states, right? Where it's like dude, playing in Athens, Georgia is very different than playing in like Los Angeles.
Yep.
So it was a fun crowd. It went well. There was one song that like I butchered. So it's called Back 40.
Yep.
And it's unreleased, and it's also worse because like no one knows the song. Like I'm playing it and I don't realize like I'm on my guitar. I'm supposed to have it on like the 5th capo, which is like a half step up from the song before, and I just didn't change it. And it is like the one song where I'm like starting just guitar. I'm like saying this big like intro. I'm like, this means so much to me. Like my boys back home, like back 40, whatever it is. And the drop comes and it's like, make it through the month. Dude, I'm in the wrong key. So I've been singing just a half step down, which a lot of people might not realize that's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's massive. So the whole drop comes in and it's like, dude, there was like a cringe across the entire theater. And just like,
they knew because you just couldn't hit the high note kind of thing.
No, it was like, so my guitar is on the 4th capo, so it's in a different key.
Yeah.
So as soon as I hit what I think is the right chord, the E minor, right? They're playing the whole song one step up.
Oh, the rest of the band.
Yeah. So when the drop comes, the way I've been singing is like I've just been wrong.
Yeah.
So the drop comes and like everyone on the stage is just like, oh. I look at my guitar and I see it and I was like, oh no. So then I'm dude, and like again, then I'm just like, I'm like in shambles because everyone thinks they messed up, but it was me.
Yeah.
So then I'm like just looking at the crowd and like, dude, I don't know how to save this. So I was just like, I'm so sorry. Like I've never done this before. Like never changed it. Like it.
So you started over?
No, I just kept going. But I switched. I put it on the right key.
Oh, like mid song.
Yeah, mid song.
Got it.
And I was just like, everyone forget that. Just like Men in Black, like, and just like kept cruising with the song. But
they're like, his new song sucks.
Yeah, the new one should probably work on that. But it,
It's in this like weird experimental phase. It does not sound great.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be bad. It's art project.
It's always funny to see how bands or like artists deal with that. Like there was this one clip of like Oasis in this documentary that I was watching where all their set lists were wrong.
Yeah.
So like they'd all start playing like the 4th song and they'd all have a different song. And they were like freaking out at each other and just he had to like on the fly like quarterback it, being like, we're playing this right now.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened where you've just like had the wrong list?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, but usually, so we've started doing this thing to kind of fix it. Where like our drummer Max, he'll like say in the mic, so he has like a talkback mic that we can hear, but the audience can't.
Yeah.
So he'll just be like, "Bitter Winds up next."
Yeah.
And but the issue is that like there was one time where he said the wrong song, and then it's like everyone's super confused because then it's like we're looking down at our sheet and we're like, hold on.
Yeah.
This is not Bitter Winds. And we look at him and he's like, the tempo started. And it's like, we either got to ride with it or just change it now. But it's usually never a big deal. Like, I used to be a very, like, I used to prep a lot to make sure, like, all right, everyone has the right sheets. Everyone has, like, the packs are working, the batteries are changed, like, everything. And now, like, since we're just, like, doing it so much, it's just, like, dude, like last night, it was like we're hanging out, like laughing, joking, and it was like, all right, 10 minutes. And it's like, oh, I have nothing prepared at all. So, but it's, yeah, I mean, I think it depends like band to band. Like, dude, there's some people that probably just go out and they're just like, let's just play for an hour and like, I'll just tell the band behind me what to play.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd be anxiety like ridden.
Yeah.
I'd be like, dude, I can't do this.
Well, that's like, I feel like that's like 10 years down the road when you're touring with
Yeah.
the same guys or something.
It's like a legacy act, and they're like, let's just play one of the hits.
Yeah.
Do you ever have a list and you're like, you think the crowd's going to be at a certain energy by this time, and it's like, it would be the wrong song to play?
Oh, dude, yeah. there's been times where I've done it and I'm so glad I did it. And there's been times I didn't do it and I'm like, I should have not played that song. Like, dude, like, or yeah, we'll play like an unreleased song or something, and it's like it's fun for the crowd because like especially for fans that like they want to hear unreleased stuff. Like I love doing that when I go to a concert, but it's like if you don't tee it up right, and the next song also is just like here's like the saddest song I've ever sang in my life, and it's just like it creates like a dead space in the crowd, I guess. So yeah, there's been times where like or dude, what's really tough is like we have like a 2-song encore, and like we'll go backstage. And then like 99% of the time we get like an encore or like even like a little like one more song chant. Yeah. We were like in one, it was like in Nashville. I'm like, I feel like we did really well the show. There were some people front and center that I was like, did y'all get like the wrong ticket? Or, like, do we suck right now? Just like, dude, they're not having fun. And we go backstage and like, dude, there was like one dude in the back that was like, come on, give us another. There was like no
That's all we need. Yeah.
So yeah, we looked at the band and we're like, yeah, we're gonna do this one song. Like we're not doing 2 today.
Yeah,
like yeah. So there's definitely times where like I'll look at the band and be like, we're not doing this. Skip it. We're doing shorts.
They've had enough.
Yeah. So yeah.
It'd be funny if you ran out for an encore and everyone's like filing out. You're like, never mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like we come back, like half the crowd's or they start booing. They're like, dude. Yeah.
You've gotten booed before?
No.
Oh, okay, that would be.
That would suck.
That would be,
dude.
I think I would pack it up.
Oh,
like
no,
any type of entertainer.
I mean, I could have gotten booed last night because of how bad that song started, but no, never been booed. That would be one of those things where I'd be like, all right, respect. Like we're gonna head out. Like, thank you. I'm so sorry.
For like, I feel like we're like Kid Cudi was getting like bottles thrown at him at the concert.
Dude. I can't imagine, dude. Because like my mind will already space out on stage. Like I'll just like see something in the crowd, and I will just start thinking about like I'll see someone and be like, dude, that looks like this guy I went to like 3rd grade with. And I'll be like in the middle of like a chorus, and it's kind of like muscle memory in a way. So I'm just still singing it. Then I'm like, what's he doing right now? Like that's not him. Maybe it's him. And then I'm like, oh, like is it the chorus coming? Like I don't know. So
I'm gonna make some funny faces out there.
Dude, you know what really gets me? You want to distract me?
Yeah.
Put the phones up with the text on them.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like
a paragraph.
Yeah, I'm like singing like a very wordy songs. Like a lot of my songs like do have a lot of lyrics in them.
Yeah.
And then like I'll see one where it's like, give me your hat. And I'm like, oh, just
Not
like
now.
all crossed up. Yeah.
You look down, Will's like mooning you tonight.
Yeah. Don't threaten
I
me
just
with a
freeze.
good time.
It's like,
Is it at the same venue?
Yeah. So 2 nights at the Fonda.
Have you been there, Will?
No, I actually haven't been there. I'm actually very excited to.
It's a really cool. It's like there's like a big floor and there's like a balcony.
Okay.
But like a lot of balconies that I've played, it feels like they're literally on top of you, which like kind of sucks and I can't stand it. But this one is like kind of spaced back where it feels like an intimate crowd with like just like a second level. It's really cool.
You don't feel the need to like look.
No, dude. Like, and I wear hats like every show. Like I couldn't even see half the crowd. Like when I've been like certain venues. So
yeah, that's all. What is it? It's like 1,200 or something.
I think it's around there. Yeah.
That's sick. Is it your first time playing in LA?
We played at the El Rey.
Okay.
Last time I was in LA. But like a show this size, like doing 2 shows, yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
So
yeah, congrats. That's
thank
big.
you.
And then I think I saw you doing Stagecoach.
Yeah, doing Stagecoach.
Oh yeah.
Which is I've never been.
I haven't been.
I've never been.
I like honestly might. Yeah, I don't even think I want to go. It's just so festivals are a lot,
dude. So
I like can't really do it.
It's funny. I love a festival.
Okay.
Like especially like attending or even like playing now. Like it's fun. It's the most stressful probably like show you can do. I feel like as a musician, but like as for like I mean as you're a fan, like if you have like 5 people going, it's like dude, I'm gonna go knock out 5 concerts.
Yeah.
What I can't do though, which I've done before, which is like I'm waiting in line all day. Like I'm getting there and I'm at the front of the crowd. Cause then you get to the front of the crowd and you're like, I'm at the barrier.
Yep.
And then it starts like set in and you're like, oh, I'm at the barrier. Like you look behind you, there's like 50,000 people and it's like 100 degrees.
And you have
like,
to pee.
Dude, I start
God
panicking. Dude, I'll panic. I'm like, I got to get out of here. So I'm like a back of the crowd festival watcher.
Yeah.
Like, cause then it's like, yeah, food, drinks, all that. But yeah.
I think my biggest qualm with this one is it's like it's like LA, but it's like 6 hours to get there or something insane.
Yeah, it's kind of like in a
the Fonda
to Stagecoach. No, like we're like Coachella.
How far is
Yeah,
that?
we're flying the last.
I have to leave right after this.
Yeah, it's like where
It's
is
like
it?
3 hours from here.
But like usually with like the traffic
Wait,
of
yeah,
the
with the
festivals,
traffic.
it becomes like
Oh, I bet it's
quite
brutal.
the.
Weren't we gonna go last year?
Yeah.
We didn't.
And then we didn't. Yeah.
Well, really?
Yeah, I can't remember why. No, it was like I think
We thought we were gonna like get invited to. We thought we were gonna get like tickets or something. We were never gonna buy tickets. I think.
yeah, like our friend
Yeah.
that works here like invited us, and I think I think we might have oversold how in we were.
Yeah.
And then at the last moment, I think we both pulled out.
Mm.
I don't know. Festivals scare me because you don't have cell service, and I lose people really easily.
Yeah,
And like
I
that
could see you
scares me.
being that guy. About just being like, "Where's Rusty?" And you turn around, he's like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like up walking across the stage.
"He's like, this is beer number 8. I'm loving it so far." Yeah.
The MC comes on and is like, "Well, the parents of Rusty." He's very scared and he's soaking wet for some reason.
It's just
Please,
dude. I
come get
mean,
him.
you see some people that are like in a tough spot at festivals. That's one of those things where it's like you'll walk by like the med tent,
Yeah.
and you just see like 15 people like not in a good spot.
There's a guy getting his
Oh.
leg amputated.
Yeah.
What
It's like a
happened to
civil
you?
war.
Some just like floating in the corner. It's like, dude, yeah,
Someone's possessed. You're like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
yeah. Festivals, they can get dark quick. It's just weird, but
That's
Yeah.
sick though. Stagecoach is awesome.
Oh,
That
I'm
feels
so
like a
excited.
benchmark of like
yeah.
When did you get the news? that
the
you
nod.
play?
Yeah.
The
So
call
it
up.
was so funny. I'm miserable with dates. Like I don't even know like after the Fonda night like where we're going. Like I'm just so bad with it. And it was like team like Sam and everybody was like, our like Stagecoach is announcing. Super excited. Like let's get a post up. I was like, wait, we're doing Stagecoach? I'm like, yeah, we talked about this like 5 months ago. So I knew a long time ago. But like when like you're kind of like in a tour schedule, you like things like come in, you're like, oh, that's so awesome. I can't wait to do it. And then like 6 months go by and you're like, we didn't
Yeah.
I was like, when
didn't agree to
it's like, what, y'all go behind my back and accept this thing? They're like, no, dude, we talked about it. But I don't remember. I mean, usually these festivals like offer like way months in advance, like possibly even like a year in advance. So
Yeah. Because they start selling tickets like now.
yeah, I mean, and they gotta like, dude, like if you think about it, because like they have to get their whole lineup and like be able to market it and like
Yeah.
have everyone's schedules work. And there's like so many different like legal clauses where it's like if you come play like in LA at like a festival, you can't do a headline there within like a certain 100-mile radius because you can take tickets.
Oh.
Like you have to like wait to announce certain things. So like that's why like if sometimes I think I can say this, I don't know. But sometimes like you see like the festival lineups where like some people are blocked out. Like
Yeah.
we're like actually like a lot of times they might be doing it for marketing purposes, but also like they might be doing a headline show there soon. It's like they
Got
can't announce it really.
Can't do
So,
both. Interesting. That is interesting.
Seems like a strange space to navigate.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess I am curious too. Like, this has all happened for you in the last year or two.
Yeah.
Like, is it like? Are you ever like, what? The, like, holy
Dude,
shit! Like,
yeah.
you're thrown into the fire a little bit.
Oh yeah. But dude, I think crazy enough, I think that's helped. Like,
Yeah.
I think if I had time to like soak it in and like overthink everything, it could have like gone differently.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, dude, like I just started posting TikToks and I was just like,
Makes 3 of
yeah,
us.
I know.
Yeah.
And then the thing is like I remember like I would see like guys like y'all or like anyone that would do TikTok or something. I'm just like, I just can't do that. Like I'm not good on the like I just don't do it.
Yeah.
And my wife Julie was just like, you just gotta like if you have songs you like just try them. You don't have to like do a get ready with me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like just go and post a song. It's like, all right. So I did it for like a month and I was like getting like 300 views. But I was already set. Like I was like, number one, like I don't care what people think. I don't care if like people from high school think I'm cringy or whatever it is. I'm just gonna do it. And then two, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it my own way. Like I'm just gonna sit in the front of the camera, sing the song, put the lyrics up. And like I did like a cover of like Flatland Cavalry and I did like 20,000.
He loves that song, "A Life Where We Work Out." Right?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Wasn't it that?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah. Which those guys are awesome.
Thank you for helping me.
I know.
I was like,
Because
I
you
don't
know-
know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That
I
is
got
a great song.
yeah, I got like 20,000 views. And I was like, what's this? Like, what's going on? Like, what the hell? So like, then it was like the next day we put out like To Be Free, like a snippet. And dude, like there's like a picture of me, like want to hit like 100,000 streams. I'm like, just in underwear. I have like a cigar and a cowboy hat on in my house. I'm just like celebrating because I was like, we just made it. Like, this is it.
The first time that happens is, I think, like the scariest thing. Like the first time you have a video do like really well and people are like commenting. Like I remember waking up at like 3 a.m. I had like a weird feeling. Like woke up in the morning, checked my phone, and like I can't remember what it was, but it was some like dumb video. It was the first one that did like really well. And I like thought about like deleting TikTok. I was like, this is like too, it's like, I don't know.
This has become something I didn't expect.
I don't want to do this.
Because it's like in the back of your mind, you're hoping it happens, but you're not expecting it.
Right.
And it's like when it does happen, it's just like, oh, okay, we just opened up the door. Like, what's next? We got to kind of figure something out.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was a little bit of that. And then, I mean, obviously, like, it was the Cole clip, I guess, that really like just went stupid. And I didn't really know how to react. And I was like, so I was still working my job at the time. So I worked at.
What did you do?
You were driving for F1.
Yeah, I'm an F1 driver. So I had a Red Bull seat. No, so I worked at the F1 track in Austin.
Oh, that's sick.
I did operations. So that involved like ordering like porta potties and ordering fence and like drawing it out and doing the electric and like everything like kind of operationally, logistics, like transportation, like helping with to like run an event like F1 or NASCAR or something like that. So pretty stressful job at times. Other times it's like the best job ever where we're just like playing FIFA. So it's like it comes and goes in waves. But like I got some great buddies, which actually was the Back 40 song that I butchered last night, which is about. But no, so I was working that job, and when Cole happened, it was just like overnight, like my phone was just exploding with like Instagram DMs from like people from a label or American Idol or like whatever it is. And it's just like, you can't like wrap your brain around like what's happening, especially me. Cause I was just like, is this real? Like, I don't know if I'm getting like pranked or what. So I like went to my boss like the next morning. I was like, hey, I don't really know how to explain this, but I need to take PTO because I have like a lot of meetings I just need to take and I don't know how to handle any of this. So they were like totally cool with it. And they were like excited for me, honestly. So it was really cool. And like just kind of went on, found my lawyer, and then found Sam, my manager. He hit me up and was just like on a DM. And he manages a guy named Jack Kays, who I'm a huge fan of too. So I was like, yeah, cool. Like, let's start working. And he flew down and just kind of like mayhem ever since. So
it's kind of funny that like you had a job you liked. Like I think a lot of people like when they make it, they get to like go to their boss and be like, "Fuck you, like, I'm out," and you're like very respectfully like, I don't really know what's happening right now. Like,
I was like, hey,
take like a week and a half to myself.
Yeah. So it was one of those jobs where it was just like, at some times, dude, it was like the most brutal job because like during F1, especially in operations, like you were just dealing with just everyone's mess ups and just like you were just putting out fires. So like we would be on the clock for like 22 hours. And we would be like sleeping for like an hour and a half, like in our RV, like in the parking lot, and then like wake up again at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m, like go back, do it again, and like the event's on. So it's like once we do that, and then you just like crash. But we're just like wired on Red Bulls. Like we're just like chugging Red Bulls at like 1:30 in the morning just to like get like a new fence line down. And it's like, but then like F1's over. You kind of go through like January, February where there's like nothing. And it was like, we're just going and getting lunch every day and like playing FIFA. So yeah.
That's funny.
Have you gone back to a race since you started doing music?
So I did the national anthem at F1.
That's sick.
Which was insane. And like
in Austin?
In Austin.
That's dope.
So like up on the tower. So actually, it's actually kind of funny backstory. So I went to A&M. Just like quick backstory. So I went to A&M and I was still in school and I had nothing lined up. So I was a sport management major. And like, there's not a lot of sport to manage. Like, there's just not. Dude, like, it's like sport.
It's one of those majors where you're like, all right.
Like, dude. So yeah, my wife, like, dude, Julia would be coming home.
Funny sentence.
She would be like, I have this crazy engineering homework, and I'd be like, I have to do like a presentation on basketball tomorrow. like I wasn't learning anything really, but it was a fun time, and it kind of set in like year 4, senior year, and I was like, dude, I have nothing lined up.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go live with my parents. I don't have anything to do. Like, I got to figure something out. And it's like, I don't want to go like sell tickets like for just 10 years and like work my way up. So I started just like emailing everybody in the state of Texas. Just like, I was emailing like accountants. And I was like, hey, is there any job opportunities? Finally, they invited me to be an unpaid intern there, but I had no money. I was still in school. So I slept in my parents' RV at the track, like at the RV section and the track.
Yeah.
And like what was super cool to make it like full circle was like I lived there for like 3 months before I got hired on full time, while like doing like finals like on the camping Wi-Fi. And when I did the national anthem, which was so it was an amazing experience. I was up on the tower and I could literally like see like where my camper spot was while I was doing it. So it was like, dude, it was the craziest full circle thing.
Yeah.
And then we got to enjoy the race like for the first time ever, because I've never like really got to sit down and see the whole race. So it was that was a crazy one.
I like to think that like maybe one of your coworkers didn't know you did music.
Yeah.
Like Dylan's singing the national anthem.
we have a fence to put up. Get down.
They're like, wait, hold on. I think I got fired. Like, yeah, dude, I actually wonder if that happened with like some random person like in the company. That probably was. Yeah.
Damn, that guy can, like, our coworker can really sing.
Yeah. They're like,
he should start doing music.
like, that's sick. It's like, but this fence line's down. This porta potty smells horrible, dude. Like, yeah.
Are you a big F1 guy then?
Yeah, big fan.
Who's your team? I don't know anything about it. Do you have a team?
I started like when I started, it was when like Daniel Ricciardo was at Red Bull, so I started as like a Red Bull fan.
Okay.
I'm a Max fan as well. I think he's awesome. I mean, but Ricciardo was just my guy. Nicest dude ever, coolest hang. He's just like the coolest dude ever, and he also just drives like the fastest cars in the world. So
Yeah.
Daniel Ricciardo is definitely my favorite driver.
All right.
Yeah.
He'll be my favorite then.
Dude, he's
I'm
the
in.
man. He's
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
man.
we're both kind of free agents in the
In
F1
that regard.
space. I
We have
think.
an F1 podcast that is like part of Friday Beers.
Oh, really?
Records
The way he phrased, we don't have
We
that.
don't.
I was like, well, y'all sound very knowledgeable. So I mean, it's a great podcast.
No, there's
It's
like
just
there
us,
is
like,
one.
learning about F1 the
Yeah.
entire time. Like, oh,
Kind
that's
of
pretty cool.
That
Yeah, there could be a market for that.
that could be just like you just learn a new topic every week.
Yeah.
That you
Getting
just don't know
taught
anything
F1.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, here's a question.
Yep.
I'm always curious. Like, I feel like you are like there's very much a popularization right now in music of the like singer songwriter country esque genre that you fall into.
Mhm.
Do you what's your relationship with the label country? Do you say you're a country singer or a singer songwriter?
Yeah, I think like first and foremost, I think I would call myself a singer songwriter, but like I'm country. Like if you had to put it into like the box, and it's like weird because genres just like aren't anymore. Like there's just not genres.
Yeah.
Just like ever since Spotify, where like anyone can put up what they want. There's no like walls or like label boxes anymore. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I think like singer songwriter country, like Texas Americana, I don't know, folk.
Yeah.
Because like
Stomp and holler.
Stomp and holler. Yeah.
That's my favorite Spotify category.
Is that a real? Is that
That's
like
a real one.
Mumford and Sons?
Yeah, that was
Mum-
like 1 year. That was
like
like your top
Lumineers.
genre was stomp and holler.
What is that? Like Lumineers, like Mumford, stuff
literally.
kinda-
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like
Philip.
yeah. Dude, yeah, I don't mind like any title that anyone wants to give, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, but it's such a crazy place that we're like, because like I mean, I think of like accounts where like they all review country songs, and like one of them is like Noah Kahan, and then on the far side is like Jelly Roll, right? Where it's like those are just absolutely couldn't be more different types of music,
100%.
but they're still technically country. And I think like
Noah Kahan feels like a stretch.
a little bit. And like, dude, I'm a huge Noah fan. Like,
Yeah.
and he has more songs that I think sound like countryer than others. But like, yeah, I mean, I feel like he's like
That's like
pretty folk. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you open for him, right?
Yeah.
That's sick.
That was insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
He-
insane.
I keep seeing videos of him pop up of like what he does before his show, and he'll just like be playing basketball or like like hitting golf balls or something. And it's like, don't you have a show in like 30 seconds?
Dude, so they stay incredibly active. So, okay, this is hilarious. So when we were in Australia, I forget like what place, we was like Sydney or wherever it was. Yeah, we were like, Noah was like, dude, we're gonna go play some basketball. Like, let's go hoop for a bit. I was like, cool, we're gonna go play like horse or like shoot some balls. They're like, no, we're 5-on-5 full court outside. Australia, it's like it's hot. Like I forgot what time we went because like it's the exact opposite here. So like our winter is their summer. So it was like
Okay.
January,
Yeah.
February, I can't remember. But dude, like, and then I'm like seeing them warm up, and I was like, all right, none of these guys like really played basketball in high school. I can just kind of tell. Like I played. I was like, I think I didn't even have a good time. I think I'm gonna be like showing out a little bit. I get to show in front of Noah and his crew.
Yeah.
No, dude. No, they can hoop. They're like, it's not even like hoop. Like there's so much like the stamina.
Yeah.
Like Noah is like in such great shape. I swear when he's like running, I don't know. It's like conditioning. He was like nonstop sprinting up and down the court. I did like twice, and like my lungs were like fire, and I was just like, I couldn't do it. And I have like Noah, which like again, he's not like a basketball player, but just like running circles around me, like swatting me, like hitting my like on the glass. And I'm just like, and I'm like, oh, it's my time to shoot because I was like a 3-point shooter. Air ball, like the wind caught it. I was just like, so I just got embarrassed.
I got stuffed by Noah Kahan earlier.
Yeah,
You're one of very few people who can say Noah Kahan's pinned you against the backboard.
Yeah, but again, like, and he's one of those dudes where it's like he's a hustler. Like everyone's like hooping and having fun. He's like, no, we're winning this game, and like he'll like steal it, get his own rebounds. Like, yeah,
that's awesome. That's the best kind of. That's sort of my. I'm not very good at basketball, but that's usually my MO and pickup.
Dude, that's
why
why
I just run and go for rebounds. People like playing with
you. Need that guy because
Yeah.
then it's like you guard like their best player, and it's like wear this guy down. Yeah.
Will and I have played basketball one time, and
he never came back.
Never came back. So we were after work. He's like, let's go play at this court, whatever. And the sun was setting like at that perfect angle where if you were looking into it, it like blinded you.
Yeah.
And I was posting up our coworker, and Will like fired a pass in there, and it jammed my finger.
Oh.
And like I haven't jammed my finger since like middle school.
Yeah.
Like forgot how bad it hurt, and just tried to like play it off. I was like, there's a new episode of Temptation Island. I gotta head out. And they were like, what? And I was
Never
like, I
showed up
gotta
to pick up again.
I gotta go home. And I got in my car. I was like on the verge of tears. Just like I put my hand like in the slit of the whatever, just to like keep it in one place. And it was like driving up and like, I'm never fucking playing with this guy again.
It's like bawling.
It was like it was like a feeling of frustration I haven't felt in like 10 years. It was bad.
Dude, there's nothing like, but like it's so funny because like you like break your leg and like it hurts, but like it doesn't make you mad. But like, dude, stubbing a toe or your finger, like it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
It's like
humiliating.
It's such a little pain that like you can't get away from. You're just like,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Or like,
I get it.
dude, like if your like tooth hurts or something.
Oh, that's
that shit
brutal.
pisses me off.
Where it's like inside your body and like you don't know what's hurting.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh.
Did you ever step on like a piece of glass or something? You like
sucks.
Can't get it out of your foot. Last night I was going to bed.
Last night.
Going to bed, and I have these 2 glass lamps on either bedside table, and I was trying to get like real comfy to like watch this movie. I was watching Spirited Away, and I tried to build a pillow fort around my head, so it was like
obviously
hard to explain the headspace I was in.
I get it.
But the pillow fort collapsed and knocked the lamp over, and it shattered.
Oh.
And then when I went to clean it up, it was in the dark. And I stepped on a piece of glass, and I was like yelling. And my roommate Ty thought that I broke my Legos, which would have been a way bigger meltdown. And he came running in. He was like, "What Lego did you break?" And I was like, "It was just my lamp." And he was like, "Oh, it's fine." And I walked back out.
You're a Lego guy.
Big Lego guy.
What's like your price? Like, what would be like your big?
I got one I'm building when we get back from Michigan.
Yeah.
That is, it's the Orient Express.
Oh,
It's like it's like the size of that couch, I think.
no way.
And I
Can't possibly be.
there's
lengthwise.
no way. Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4 feet long.
Is it really?
It's long.
Holy
And
shit.
That's crazy.
and what I do before I build it, I post it on I call my shot. So I post it on my story.
Yeah.
And then I start building immediately after, so
Yeah.
people know how long it took me.
Yep.
And then I posted it, went to open the box. It was way more pieces than I was used to, and I panicked and I deleted the story. But like, like 1,000 people had already seen it in like a minute, and all my buddies were like, "Oh, the big one! Like, let's go!" And then Troy DM'd me and said,
about it?
Yeah, and said like he's going for the big one or something, and then I panicked. And I
You're
didn't-
toast if that ever gets out.
I know.
Toast.
Well,
My
the-
reputation. would
The
be-
comeback's gonna be massive though.
I know.
People are gonna be looking forward to it.
I was forcing it. Usually it's like a Sunday thing, and I was like, this is the only night I have for the next like 8 days where I feel like I could get it done.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get it done before we leave, and then I was like, this is a force.
Do you throw that on like in like red zone or something? Kinda, like stand out for a bit.
When
Yeah. I usually try and watch. So I'm a big Harry Potter Lego guy, so I'll watch whatever Harry Potter the Lego
That's
is from
cool.
while I build it.
Yeah.
And then apparently there's a movie called The Orient Express. I thought it was just the real train, so I'm gonna watch that while I build it.
That's smart. That's cool.
That's very fun.
Have you done the Harry Potter, the Hogwarts in Universal, like in
Of
Florida?
course, yeah.
Dude,
The place is awesome.
It's the greatest place in the
it's
world.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's my cousins have like the fast pass or whatever,
so
where
you
you
can,
can skip the lines.
Yeah.
And we do Thanksgiving with them in Florida. And my cousin and I have been texting for like ever since I decided I was going there instead of Maine for Thanksgiving. We've been like, getting pretty excited about it. And there's a new Harry Potter world for next Thanksgiving that's going to be like state of the art
Like
Wait, where?
in Orlando.
They're like adding more.
I think it's just like a new thing. It's like this. I'm not explaining it well.
So it's like, not in Universal.
It is still under the Universal umbrella. I don't know. Look up like new Harry Potter world.
It's like futuristic.
Yeah. It's gonna blow the old one out of the water, apparently.
There's no way.
Yeah, new Harry Potter.
I want to go to the Star Wars one.
This is the sickest. So first, this is my first podcast ever.
Yeah.
Actually?
I've always seen like, hey, pull that up. Yeah. We're kind of like pulling it up right now.
So you know how you can travel by flu powder in the movies?
Yeah.
They have I have absolutely no understanding of how they figured it out, but you can travel by flu powder in the new Harry Potter world. So you step into that like
you go.
They figured out like time travel.
It says
essentially
through a set of majestic portals, guests will be able to journey onwards.
Guys, we're stepping into a pretty exciting time to be alive.
What if this is like isn't like a joke and like they actually figured out like portals.
That was like the first
and, like,
application.
Yeah, like the hard launch for portals is Harry Potter world. It's just like
whoa. I really have to pee, but you guys can keep going without me, I think.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of teleportation, apparently in like the 60s, the military figured it out.
Yeah.
Figured out teleportation, and they tried it on this one ship. Many people claim they saw this.
Yeah.
They watched the ship vanish, and then it reappeared like in a different city, and all the guys were like melded to the ship. So like, obviously this is probably not true, but the story goes like,
I like to believe it is.
The ship disappeared. They were like, that was pretty cool. And then it showed up in Philadelphia, and all the guys' like arms were stuck like in the metal.
And they're all dead.
Yeah, I mean,
or are they like half like
you don't survive that.
Yeah, no.
It's
they just went through like an immense amount of
it was look up like USS Pennsylvania teleportation.
Dude, there's so many cool
The Philadelphia experiment. Yeah.
Wow.
Some of the things you come across, I'm
this
like, how
looks
do you
really
even...
legit, no?
Is this the real Yeah, so apparently they figured it out. And 1943 we were grasping at straws towards the end of the war, I think. And
It was made invisible.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't teleportation. It was they were convinced they could make it invisible. And they did. But then all these guys died.
I bet there's some crazy stuff that we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also figured out that there's invisibility. But this was
like a cloak?
Yeah, this is old news though. This is
in the 40s.
Yeah, we've been doing this forever.
Well, it says it went through Bermuda.
Oh, not even. We're not talking Harry Potter anymore.
No.
This is
Bermuda Triangle.
A naval ship. Oh, we did, dude. We vacationed in Bermuda when I was a kid, and I thought it was like just 100% of people who visit there gone.
And visit Bermuda itself.
Yeah, I mean, I was like 9.
Yeah,
and actually, no, I was older than that. I was too old. I was too old to be like
last summer.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, actually, this is like 2 years ago.
I remember my mom was like, yeah, she like surprised us with this trip, and I was like, are you nuts?
I was like, do you not know what goes on there? You heard of the triangle?
Have you not heard? Everyone disappears.
That actually, dude, I saw like something, like a tweet or something, like a while ago that literally was like, why was everyone so afraid of the Bermuda Triangle? Like in elementary school, middle school, was like,
was that like quicksand?
Yeah, quicksand was massive.
Yeah, I was really scared of sinkholes.
Yeah,
sinkholes still scare me actually, dude.
Terrified because there's no rhyme or reason. There was one in we learned about this in college near Rollins where I went to school. This sinkhole opened up and the only thing that it affected was a Mercedes dealership, and so all these cars went down. And people spent like a lot of money trying to like excavate them because they were like,
it was like a free for all.
I guess whoever ran,
they're like, fuck it, if you can get one out of there.
Yeah, Mercedes like took the insurance money. And was like, all right, yeah.
Whoever ran the dealership, I think maybe went down with it, and it was like a, it was like whoever can get them, and people were trying to get them out, and
massive fishing rod.
That could have been such a cool ad.
Yeah,
they get like footage of like people digging to try to get Mercedes.
Yeah, like this is how bad
gold.
they want it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Will, should we play some of our games with them?
Oh yeah, we have some games.
Oh,
you down to play some games?
I can't wait.
All right, this is our first one is a game that we always play with all our guests. It's called Name That Dylan.
Name That Dylan.
Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of people play that. Yeah.
So wait, don't look right now because you're gonna pull up pictures of Dylans and then you gotta identify them.
Dude, I'm gonna embarrass myself hard.
Oh wait,
that's kind of it's a setup.
All right.
All right, ready?
Okay.
I don't even know this.
Dude, this is my issue. I'm gonna name people that I should know that aren't them, and then,
Okay.
like for example, right? Like, I'm gonna go and say, and I don't think Bob Dylan, right? But
That's Dylan Thomas.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Bob Dylan like 3 times.
All right, next one.
Okay, Dylan Sprouse.
Yep.
Well done.
Sweet Love Zach Cody.
Bingo.
There's Bob Dylan.
That is
Yeah,
Bob Dylan.
oh, yeah,
That is Bob
I shouldn't. I knew it was wrong, dude. I just had to give a guess. Dylan Brooks.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's kind of got the Noah Kahan haircut.
he kind of does the double braid.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not bad.
He looks horrifying in that, but like terrifying, I should say.
Huh. I don't. He's laughing. So I don't know.
That's my buddy Dylan from college.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I shouldn't do that. That's embarrassing. I missed
All
that.
right, it happens.
And
there's one more.
Oh. All right. The tiniest
tiny.
thing I've ever seen.
Why is that?
Is that not Brad Pitt?
Why is it so
Am
small?
I crazy? Oh no. Oh dude, that looks like Ryan Sheckler. Like who?
That would be a bad
Close.
guess in the context of this game.
Dude, I have no idea.
that is Dylan from Modern Family.
Okay, I never saw it.
Yeah.
Got a guitar though.
He has a great you'd like his music. He has a song called I Just Want to Do You, and he performs it in front of
Yeah.
He loved it.
in front of his girlfriend's
Oh, I'm sure.
in front of his girlfriend's parents.
He kind of looks like a young Brad Pitt. No.
Yeah, he does.
He's a
Or he
handsome
kind
lad.
of looks like
Yeah.
Mark
for
Hamill,
him.
like Luke Skywalker.
Dude,
vibes.
from far away, that's also what I
Yeah.
saw. He's kind of like, like 3 different dudes.
Yeah.
There are pictures of him where he looks exactly like our coworker Dylan.
Oh yeah.
you have a coworker Dylan, too.
Yeah, we should have put him.
I was
on.
about to say,
I know,
we
I
should have
thought-
brought him in.
I
He brought
thought
the
about
college
it.
a
friend
live
down.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, he just walks in.
We also have what other game did we have for Dylan?
Oh, we have the game called.
Could you write a country song about this?
You
Okay.
just got to yes or
Yeah.
no.
Oh, so it's just I don't even have to
We're-
think. I just
Yeah,
yes or
yes
no.
or no.
Yeah,
Will and
you
I are
can-
gonna rattle some off.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you want to
yeah.
alternate?
Oh
Really?
yeah, we can alternate. 1 second. Let me pull up the list.
All right.
Everybody.
Could Dylan write a country song about this?
Amazing.
All right. Could you write a song about your dog running away?
Yeah.
Eating worms.
Yeah, I think so. Real bluegrass.
Yeah.
Frying worms?
That'd be harder. I think it could be part of the latter song or the prior song.
Okay. Horses.
Oh yeah.
Horses playing basketball?
That would have to be like a deep metaphor. That'd have to be. No, I don't. That's a stretch. That's hard.
Meeting a girl at a bar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Starting a bar with a girl?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Deworming a horse.
No. That. No, I don't think so.
Dehorsing a worm?
Ooh. I'm trying to think.
Lauren did not like that one.
Dehorsing a worm.
What?
Yeah, it'd be a big worm. No, I don't think so though.
Dying alone.
Yeah. That is that song.
Dying with too many people?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dying with the correct amount of people.
Yeah, I think that's the money one. I think that's the sweet spot. Yeah.
That's the hit.
Yeah, that's the hit.
Tie-dyeing a shirt?
Yeah. Yeah.
High dying alone.
Oh god, it's so horrible. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Thanks for playing.
Okay. that was great. That was amazing.
I think that might be like a band name or something. Tie dying alone.
Yeah.
High dying, dude. Yeah.
There's something there. Yeah.
My
Like a
roommate's
pop
name's
punk?
Ty, so it could be
Oh yeah.
a double entendre
Ty.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
It could be like just like TY.
Should we jump into cold trivia?
Oh yeah, we have some
Oh,
cool trivia
God.
for you guys.
All right,
Yeah.
amazing.
I said for you guys. All right. Which country has the largest coal fleet?
Oh man.
Disclaimer, Will and I aren't entirely sure what a coal fleet is.
I would guess I'm just gonna go with who I think has a lot of coal.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Seems like a good
I
strategy.
mean maybe like dude Russia?
Wrong. I was wrong. It was China.
I should have known. That was number 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Close.
Yeah. I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Half credit. Their border.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Cole starred with his brother Dylan in a hit children's show about living in a hotel.
Cole Sprouse.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right. Name the 4 types of coal.
Oh, no shot. There's different types. All right. Okay, this is gonna sound stupid. Is charcoal considered one?
We are looking for anthracite, bituminous, subbituminous, and lignite.
I knew about lignite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the coal I work with most.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, would you have any relationship with coal itself?
Lignite.
Like what?
Lignite.
Lignite.
Lignite coal. Yeah, I used to make it. Yeah.
From scratch.
Yeah,
In your
yeah. It's
kitchen.
like
was
you know
not very
how people like
profitable.
make like diamonds now,
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
instead of like mining diamonds,
You turn
I think-
diamonds into coal.
exactly. I just do reverse. I just devalue it to like the grind, but it does really good with like fire and everything.
Have you,
Yeah.
since you made that song, do people assume that like you're good at like if you're at a barbecue and like they can't get it started, they're like, Dylan, come over,
He's
like
the
help
coal
with
guy. He's got yeah. Oh, that's me.
The time.
Yeah, luckily not.
Okay, I have another question that's completely unrelated to all these.
Okay.
Oh wait, I don't know if Fetty passed this along, but we asked if you wanted to bring any sayings. Did
Oh,
you?
I got some sayings.
Oh, you did. Okay,
Oh,
beautiful.
I've got some sayings.
Oh,
I've been
that's
working
beautiful.
on.
All right. Well, I'll ask you my one question, and
Yeah,
then we'll go into the
Cool.
sayings. I was curious again because this is all like in the last few years kind of blown up, and now you're like on tour across the country.
Yeah.
If there's like a favorite like place that you've been to or thing you've gotten to see, or do you have the ability to even like see these cities?
Yeah, dude. I mean, lots of times we are just like in the city and like we're gone in the night or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But dude, like it's like everything over Europe was super cool. Like seeing like cathedrals and stuff. I will say like after like 4 weeks in Europe, I was kind of like, dude, I just want like AC and like ice water.
Yeah. like a apple pie and like a burger,
just, like, or just like
and,
something easy to eat.
freedom.
And it was
Yeah.
free. Yeah, it was huge. And I was just like, I would see this massive cathedral. I'd be like, yeah. I was like,
I wish I had a Bud Heavy. Right?
yeah, like, literally, dude. I was like, yeah, I'll take a beer. I was like, sorry, we only have like
Aperol
just like,
spritz.
yeah, just give me like a Miller Lite or something.
It is
Yeah.
weird what they pick and choose to not adapt or like not like take over there. Like
Dude.
they like you'll be at a restaurant and like tipping's not normal
No.
Oh yeah.
and like ice water is not normal.
And it's
Yep.
dude, the traffic, like the driving is insane.
Yeah.
The lanes don't matter if there even are lanes. And it's like I'm looking at this and I'm like, this. I feel like this could be figured out. Like, if y'all's like, I don't government or whatever, sat down and were like,
Whatever they
let's-
have over there.
let's figure this out
Parliament.
for a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, if your king would just sit down, dude. But there were so many things where I was just like this just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I was like, but they're cool with it, so.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's like probably the most American thing ever to come over and be like, y'all need to change this.
Yeah,
It's
Like,
way better.
dude, we got it going in the States. Yeah.
Yeah.
Practically no McDonald's.
Are you guys new to
Yeah.
this? Like we had this figured out forever.
Yeah.
Have you been to
Yeah.
any of those cities that are like big on biking? Like everyone's like,
Dude, like actually, while in Europe, like Amsterdam
yeah,
is like, dude, they run the city.
it's insanity.
They're more important than the cars, the trains, the people. Like,
It's also the bike lane's the same color as the sidewalk.
oh yeah, it's
So
no,
you just walk into the bike lane and people get smoked by bikes.
it's
Like,
not. Yeah, it's not even like the same color. Like it is the sidewalk.
yeah.
And like, yeah, there's like one little bike symbol on the corner, and like they will just scream at you. Yeah, it's like a stressful place to walk if you don't know what you're doing, and you're like, I got to cross the road, and you're just seeing like 15 different types of traffic going like everywhere. It's just like this isn't gonna happen.
We were studying abroad there, not together, but
I've never been there.
I more meant like the group. I
Oh,
went with.
We gotta get you there.
And
Yeah. We'll have
on like
Next
our
time you
first
have to go, yeah.
on our first day, like during orientation, like the most important thing was like one of you guys is gonna get smoked by a bike, and like you need to be like, you know, prepared for that. And we
Yeah.
were like, how do we like avoid it? And he was like, you just honestly just stay out of the bike lane, like you'll get used to it. But he's
Yeah.
like, I guarantee one of you guys will come back tomorrow and be like, I got hit by a bike.
Yeah.
And we were like, that's impossible. Like how different can it be? And we're walking home from the bars. Like first friend I made got absolutely annihilated by a bike, and we were like, okay.
Dude, and like
on a swivel.
and these bikers aren't cruising.
No.
It's like, no, they're in like Tour de France. Like they're like full pedal Lance Armstrong, like housing this bike. And like, yeah,
They're like, hey, they're
I
like-
saw a collision and I was like, that might be worse than a car. Like just the way it looked.
Just
and like
man on man.
And like, dude, it was so bad too, because it was like an Uber bike. So like he had like food on the back. There was like this explosion of like
Lasagna going
crisps.
everywhere.
Like, yeah.
like,
And just
I don't
like
know that waffles.
yeah, or whatever. Yeah. And it was just like it was violent. Like Ray Lewis. I don't know.
That's brutal. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot like the spokes and like there's a lot of like different shit.
It's also just like an aggressive vehicle.
Yeah.
Like if you look at a bike, it looks aggressive.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Just,
You know how they like don't lock their bikes up there because like there's just like a common understanding of like don't steal each other's bikes.
That's crazy.
yeah.
I mean, some people do, but like there's like more you would see there that are unlocked. And someone had floated this rumor that like bikes are like free use in Amsterdam. Like you just grab, it's like like one of those book things where you like pick one of and obviously that's not the case.
No.
Yeah.
And so we were like leaving this bar and someone like went to get on a bike and this guy was like, "That's my bike. Like, don't get on my bike." And he's like, "Oh, I thought we could."
I thought it was a free.
Like,
no, what?
The Americans just think they just deserve. Yeah.
That's very funny. All right, should we do some sayings?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah. I think we each have 3. How many?
I got 3.
All right, perfect.
Dude, I for like the past week, I have like a notes app of just like some really horrible and some that I feel strong about.
I don't even, dude. We've like done so many, and like I think set the bar too high. Like I don't even know if
I had a small panic attack this morning in the I sat down in the shower and forced myself to just think of a couple, and they're all, I don't know if you'll see, but they're all kind of the same theme.
Okay.
And, I don't know what's on my mind.
I got stuck on this. I got stuck on starting with don't.
Yeah.
I'd be like, don't do that.
You have to force yourself to not do that.
Yeah.
I started doing that for the first like 3, and all the comments were like, "The guy on the right's really good, but the guy on the left sucks at this."
Just getting ripped.
All right.
Tee it up, Willie.
These are sayings that don't exist with Dylan Gossett.
Start us off, Dylan.
All right. So I'll start with the first one that I kind of came up with that I thought was strong. This saying is basically just, I'm still eating leftovers. This is when like you're working really hard and like you just got so much on your plate.
Yeah.
And like your boss is still trying to give you stuff like for the future. And it's like, dude, like I got yesterday's work. I'm eating leftovers right now.
I like that.
I love that.
I'm still working.
Like he's trying to give you something new, and you're like,
it's like, dude, I can't take
still
anymore.
working on this.
Yeah, I'm not done. I'm eating
I like that.
So,
I love that. I've got busking in the boondocks. It's you're putting effort in the wrong place. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You're trying to make $1 when no one's driving by.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's also like the guy who's like, I'm trying, like I'm doing everything I can. It's like, well,
yeah.
why? You're doing it completely the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like use the talent elsewhere and it could pay off a little
It's like
bit.
if we only uploaded this podcast to Tidal or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
we're trying to make a pod. And it's
Yeah.
like,
I like that a lot. Shaking a flat soda.
Okay.
So it's like trying to squeeze some more life out of something that's like already passed. So like, you know, maybe you're at a post game or something and someone's like, "Let's keep the party going." And you're like, "Dude, you're shaking a flat soda right now."
Yeah.
Like,
That's
we're out.
great.
Yeah. Thanks.
That's amazing. That's good.
I'm wondering if they're all going to be about soda. Or they're all the same. Yeah.
Like, don't shake a flat soda.
Yeah. I got track spikes on a treadmill. It's like, dude, you're doing way too much. Like, if anything, you're just hurting yourself.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's like,
That's great.
just wear your shoes. Like, come on, like, let's be real. Like,
I
everyone else is in line. Like, your track spikes on a treadmill right now.
That's awesome. I've got having a foot is halfway to stubbing your toe. It means that there's inherent risk in everything. It's like when someone doesn't want to do something, it's like, hey, if you know what I mean? There's always going to be some risk, so you just got to live with that. The original version of that was having a blanket's halfway to a Dutch oven.
That's good too, dude. That works.
Like you still gotta have. You can't not get a blanket because you're worried about a Dutch oven.
No,
you know what I mean?
that's amazing. That is good.
That's so good. I got punting on third down. It's like someone who's giving up when there's still a chance to salvage the situation. They're just giving up or punting on third down. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's amazing. So this one kind of has 2 meanings, and I might have to give you all both because like I can't decide between either. And like my buddy Colton, I think maybe you met down there.
Yep.
Banjo player. He was kind of the one that kind of kicked this one off. But the first meeting is kind of like a kick rocks type meeting. It's just go chase a parked car. It just literally means like just get out of here. Like, no one wants you to go chase a parked car.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Yep.
And then the second part of that could be like, yeah, he's just chasing parked cars. Like he has it easy. Like, dude, like go challenge yourself. Like you're chasing parked cars right now.
I like
the
the
second one a lot.
See, that's kind of what I was leaning, but everybody in the band was like, no.
Because go chase a parked car doesn't really imply that they're going very far. At all.
No, that's
like,
it's just a very simple. It just feels like a kick. Like, dude, chase a parked car, buddy. Like, yeah.
I like that for like a nepotism baby being like,
yes,
you know, he's chasing parked cars. Like he has it way easier.
Yes.
Than everyone.
Yeah.
Love that. Oh, my phone locked out. I've got pass interference will never get you a touchdown.
Wait, say it again.
Pass interference will never get you a touchdown. Right? You can get some breaks that'll get you down to the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you got to put in the effort and get that 1 yard if you want to score.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you still gotta punish that.
you can't just completely waltz to the end zone.
I like that.
I like that a lot. Let's see what I got. Watering a dead plant.
Yep.
You're putting effort into something that you're not going to reap any benefits from.
Yep.
Maybe it's a relationship or something where like that person doesn't want you anymore. Like you're watering a dead plant. Moments passed.
Yep.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Y'all are strong at this.
So are you, dude.
Good.
This was our. We've
Well,
had
dude-
people do this with us before, and
Like I was.
oh my god,
I was. Can they,
show the camera. Just
I was, dude, and I got someone here that.
oh, let's hear it.
like,
You got some more?
all right, yeah, like I got one that's like water's running. It's like you got the shower on. It's like, brother, you got to go.
Oh, water's
yeah.
running.
It's costing
That's
like
great.
water's running.
Yep.
The very first one was, and this one's just too long. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But don't dry clean your shorts and wash your suit. It's like prioritize your good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
That's the hardest part about coming up with sayings is like having the idea, but being like, I've just wrote a full sentence.
Yeah,
Now I
making
need
it
to like
sound-
You
condense
need
it.
like
Yeah.
usually like alliteration if you can sneak that in.
and then like I would have something that like roll off the tongue, but I was like, that takes too much explaining.
Yeah.
Like I have like let the beaver work, and like I was thinking like
It's a family podcast.
I was thinking like beavers build dam, he's damming up the river. And it's like
Yeah.
procrastination. I was like, if I have to explain it that hard,
Yeah.
it's like it's not.
You can
Because I
make a
do,
re-
like when y'all say it, it's immediately like, oh yeah, I know exactly
Yeah,
where you're coming from.
Yeah.
You can make a remix of shoulder work called beaver work.
Beaver work.
Let me see that beaver work.
It's probably out there. It's probably a thing with AI.
We can make it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Well, that's why I feel like track specs on a treadmill, dude. That was like perfect.
that one felt.
Alliteration,
Yeah.
everything, you know.
I don't want to put down our previous guests, but like that was like
Yeah, it was like.
heads and shoulders above.
I mean, I guess we shouldn't be surprised. It's a little bit.
Yeah, you do have an upper hand.
Yeah.
I do like to write.
Yeah.
Well, dude, so it's so funny, like, and I didn't even know how I was gonna like act on this podcast. I don't even know how I'm doing if this is good.
Yeah, no,
That's
really.
okay.
bad.
Great.
But
This is really bad.
dude, like, I have
You're
a
blowing it.
yeah. Sorry, fellas. So yeah, we haven't been recording this whole time, by the way.
Yeah.
So I like I'll always listen to like random podcasts or whatever, and I'm always like listening to the conversation, and I'm like, I would have said something funny there. I was like, I think
Yeah.
I would have said that easily. And then, dude, it was like when we did the interview, like at Spotify.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, there's nothing coming to my head right now. I was like, this is so much harder than like, I think people.
No, that was hard for we.
Well, there were like 20. Like, could you imagine doing this pod even right now? And there's
There's like
20
yeah,
people watching.
that's
That's
fair.
what we were doing.
Wait, explain.
We
What?
interviewed him like
Yeah.
for Spotify's
Where's
like
that
socials.
going?
Right.
I think on Spotify's like Instagram and shit.
Yeah,
But it hasn't
Instagram,
come out
something
yet.
like
I think
that,
there's probably a lot of like betting and
For
editing
sure.
and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we like it was like this kind of like this setting,
Yeah.
but outdoors
Yeah.
at an event. So there's kind of stuff going on behind you, and then there's literally 20 people from
Yeah.
like Spotify, his team, like the like
It was
yeah.
also like super hard games. Like,
Yeah.
It was like make a song out of like grandma chicken strips
Yeah.
and like retirement or whatever it was. It was like, oh, which actually,
Sounds
that's
like a
probably,
hit.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that's
actually
a
it's
hit.
probably easy.
yeah.
But
Will,
yeah.
Will was telling us last week, like we were like, what do we want our lives to look like a year from now?
Huh.
And it would be the opposite of that, where he was saying, you know, like John Summit's DJing, there's like a bunch of girls behind him
Yeah.
DJing. He was
Yeah.
like, in our new studio, we'd be doing a podcast. There's like a bunch of like baddies like standing behind us.
like with tequila and shit.
Yeah, like, I'm
behind us.
like on like just like a boat.
Yeah.
It's like DJ. Yeah,
That's
dude.
the goal.
that might be. Yeah, I could see y'all doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's doing podcasts like that.
That's what
No.
I'm saying. Yeah.
That would be funny to do once and not address it.
Yeah, like yeah.
Who are all those
Have like
OnlyFans
shades on
models?
and like
Y'all should just start like a fundraiser and be like, they find out that's where all the money went, which is like these yacht and models behind y'all, and it's like, thank y'all so much for
Playdate
donating.
Foundation.
Yeah. This has been such a blast. We're gonna have so much fun. I'll see you on the studio next week.
Real chugging Don Julio.
Yeah.
That's hysterical. All right. Well, what are you looking forward to?
Hmm.
I'm curious. You know, you got music coming out, and
Yeah. I just got a master back on a song like literally on the way here.
hell yeah, let's play it on the pod.
I'm down.
Release it.
Yeah, coming out right now. No, it's called Tree Birds. It'll come out next month.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm stoked for it. Like, dude, we've been touring so much that it's been so hard to like get a schedule back of like releasing music. And then we had like the song that was in Twisters, which like it was awesome. I love the song, but it wasn't like a release of like mine, I guess. Like it was part of a movie. So
is that in the? I haven't seen the movie. Is it play during the movie?
It's not in the movie.
So because I saw the amount of artists that were on that soundtrack, I was like,
there's like the movie soundtrack, and then there's like the Twisters album, and like I was sent like basically like a scene to like kind of like write to, and that's what I did. Like I wrote it on like on a plane, and then sent it in. They're like, cool, we love it, and like we kept going, and it's like didn't end up working for that scene, but they're like, we still want you on the album. And I was like, cool. Like I wrote the song about a storm, and I was like, I feel like it should probably go on or whatever it is. So, yeah. That's kind of how that came to be. But
the song rocks though.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a fun.
But then you can't like put that on an album or anything. Like that's just
there's a lot of like legal jargon when it comes to like movie stuff or how. I mean, dude, I still learn this stuff like every day.
Yeah.
So like I just kind of it'll never come out like on like my own project now.
Yeah. Gotcha. But cool. So Tree Birds coming out, and then
Tree Birds coming out.
what's the like album? Hopefully it's
album next year
Next
for
year.
sure.
Nice.
I'm working very hard on it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was like recording in like a hotel room like the other day. So
you ever get a break from like the touring, or is it just gonna?
I'll get a break. Like I won't be doing any touring January, February.
Okay.
And like end of December. So like we'll come back from Australia like early mid-December, and then kind of be done into like March, like early March.
Nice.
So that'll be like kind of like all writing recording time. So
I mean, the water's running right now. You got to
water's running. Water's running, and it's running hard. Yeah. So for sure.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything you want to plug in addition to the album before we wrap up?
What do I want to plug?
Sometimes you can just plug a random video that you don't even need. We'll put it in the description.
I'm trying to think of someone I could plug. Like, I don't even know how to plug myself.
Here's a question: top 5 artists.
Ooh, like right now or
all time,
man,
or right now.
Okay, this probably isn't gonna be my top 5 because like I'll forget some, but I'll riff like a couple that I love, that have like inspired me forever. Ed Sheeran, he's probably the guy that got me into guitar, writing songs. It like kind of blew my mind the first time I ever heard him. Mumford & Sons, I saw them play at Red Rocks I Will Wait, like on YouTube, and I was like, I want to do that. Like that's why like Red Rocks is my dream venue.
That's
so like
okay.
I don't even want to like go open anything there unless we can like
headline. You can headline it. Have you been asked to open?
Yes.
Okay.
But and like I would love to do it, but like even if I don't ever get to play it, I'll be okay with that. I just want like the magic of that place to be like the first time it's like, we have a sold out show at Red Rocks. So
we got to get Mumford & Sons to open for you.
Yeah. I think you're not far away.
I'm sure they would love to. Yeah.
How big is that venue?
Oh, like 10,000.
Oh, okay. All right. You gotta give it a year.
Yeah. It's one of those things though, I will say, which is super nice. Like it's like an event. So like people will go to Red Rocks. So like if you're good for like 4,000, 5,000 tickets in a venue, like you can probably go and do like a Red Rocks or something like that. So like it's kind of like a natural jump. But Red Rocks is obviously a dream. So Ed Sheeran, Mumford & Sons. I mean, dude, like there's so many like Texas country artists. Like we talked about Flatland, like Shane Smith and the Saints. Like Texas country's massive. Dude, the Eagles.
Okay.
I am like a huge Eagles fan. That's like you'll hear it's like tonight. It's our walkout like song.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, is Eagles. And then I'm trying to think of like a random one that just might do like I think like 1975 is like really cool. Like how they like are really descriptive of the lyrics.
His writing.
Matt Healy is like he can write.
He's one of my like.
Will's got a little man crush on him.
I have a little man crush on him.
You ever met him or anything like that?
No, he knows like one of Liam that works here.
Oh yeah,
is like friends with him.
That.
They like got drinks one time like down the street, and I like knew he was there, but like I couldn't like
really at the bar.
I couldn't like I thought about like putting on like a wig or something. I know Liam would be so pissed.
You just went.
I know, but I saw them recently, and just an unbelievable performer too.
Yeah,
which I think is so cool. But
dude, they're like their progression of like how they've changed so much is like insane. So
I think that new album's like a masterpiece.
Yeah, dude, it's really cool. So I think it's a really solid 5.
Yeah, like Turnpike.
Love Turnpike.
Big Turnpike.
Love Turnpike. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of like in that scene. Have you ever heard of Shane Smith and the Saints?
I haven't. No.
You would like those guys.
Check them out.
Yeah. They live in Austin.
Okay.
Yeah. So awesome guys. Great show. They played at Red Rocks.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right.
They're one of those people that have been like touring and grinding for like so long. Like they're such like
built up.
Yeah, such like a solid fan base.
Where are they from?
They're from Texas. So like
cool.
they like Shane lives in Austin.
Oh nice.
Those guys. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you know him?
I've like texted him, like DM'd him a little bit.
Yeah.
But like we haven't like like our schedules haven't worked. But they're coming to like a festival that we're at. I can't wait. I want to meet him really bad.
That's really cool.
So that's it. I have a question now. Since all this has happened, who's like the coolest guy to like DM you or person you've got to meet?
The coolest DM I think I've ever gotten was Johnny Manziel.
That's sick.
That was sick.
That is sick.
Because like I'm an Aggie and like,
dude, he's got a pod with us now.
dude, I saw that. I sent that to, like,
I
all my
caught
buddies.
a couple passes from him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We were at this high school field. He's like for the promo, they're like, all right, you just need to run like like a 45-yard post, Johnny will hit you. I was like, yeah, for sure. No, like totally. And so like run out and I ran the wrong route, but like it's Johnny Manziel. So like he just puts the ball wherever you are. And I caught it and he put his hand up to like throw it back, but I'm like 60 yards away from him. And I panicked. And so I just punted it to him. He's surrounded by like $100,000 worth of cameras. And the whole crew is like, oh, and like starts covering this up. It was like, I'm not a good punter, but it was like miraculously just went straight to him. He caught it. Caught it with one hand. And like, I think he thought like, oh, that guy must just be like a punter.
As a punter. You just like put it to the one. That's sick.
And then the next pass I dropped. But
yeah, but had that moment though.
Yeah.
I think I'm in the top 10,000 people Johnny's ever thrown a football.
Yeah.
Dude, probably. That's
like
sick.
me and Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Did he know like you're an Aggie?
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. So I mean, I saw it was like on a call clip or whatever, and he commented, and I was like, "There's just no shot."
Yeah.
What did he say?
I think I don't even remember. It was like, it might just be like a fire emoji or something like that. But then he DM'd me and was like, "Huge, like love the music, sounds awesome" or something like that.
That's crazy.
And then I was just like, "Big fan, dude." Giggles like a dork, but yeah, it was like him, like Christian Pulisic commented on one, which I was like, "That's crazy.
That's
insane."
wild.
So,
did you see his goal yesterday, or it was either yesterday or 2 days ago?
Maybe.
Champions League goal against Liverpool was sick.
What is he in the Prem?
He's in Champions League.
Yeah,
he plays for AC Milan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When did he leave Chelsea?
Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay,
He won a Champions with them
because I remember
scored in the semifinal, and then, but he wasn't getting playing time. He was like a super sub kind of thing.
Yeah,
but yeah,
gotcha.
But they choked in the Copa America.
Yeah, you a big soccer guy?
I'm a big, not like
for me
as big as this past 10 seconds of our discussion.
I was like, dude,
I just like him a lot. Like he's like I think I want U.S. soccer to be good,
dude,
so bad.
Yeah, we're due. Like I don't.
That's
a deeper conversation.
It's a numbers game though. Like we have 350 million people.
Apparently our U17 team is like the best. Like we are getting to the point now where like our young guys, if everything keeps going the way we will be like sick when they're like 25.
Well, it has to be. Like we have all the resources and like the numbers like
it's
kind of got to make soccer cooler. I think all the best athletes like only like a handful of them play soccer.
I think it's getting there though.
Yeah,
I think soccer is definitely becoming cooler.
I agree. I mean, it's also just with like the concussion stuff and like football. I mean, I know you get hurt.
I would like I'd rather put my kid in soccer than
for sure.
Yeah.
The
World Cup is here.
Yeah, it's like in Dallas, Texas. Is like one of the games.
Yeah, I got some here too. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't
like LA. There's like a bunch in the US, and then I think there's like one in Mexico and like one in Canada.
Yeah,
it's like a nightmare.
Where's like, do y'all know where like the actual like final is?
It's in MetLife where the Jets and Giants play in Jersey. Yeah, which is whack, dude. Have you ever seen SoFi here?
I haven't seen SoFi,
dude. It's like the coolest thing of all time.
I'm a big SoFi guy.
I love it's cool. It's like futuristic, but not in a way that's like cheesy.
Well, dude, well, I mean, like, because I mean, there's some stadiums like what's like the old like Lambeau's pretty old.
Yeah,
Arrowhead's pretty old. Yeah,
yeah. In terms of like football.
Yeah. But I do want to see SoFi. That'd be super cool.
It's cool. Well, you'll be there. Give it 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, go sell it.
Will and I have a streak going of like Rams preseason games. Like every year we make it to the first Rams preseason game. Yeah. It's like the only time we can use our connection there to be like, hey, can we get it like on the get it like a suite or something? And we were walking in and we've talked about this like a million times, but there's something funny. It probably happens at your concerts as well. Like you're allowed to drink in public if there's like an event going on. So like these women are like selling beers and we're like walking down the sidewalk and we're like, if there wasn't a game going on,
Just like on
Surely
in the
is-
neighborhoods, like around.
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah.
people like selling Modelo's on the
Yeah.
sidewalks.
That- yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's like, yeah, you're saying like, could you do that if there wasn't a game?
They would just be like, I'm citing you for an open container, but they're like,
Yeah.
go Rams.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's like cops that are just like cheering you.
That is
on.
so true. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, SoFi's sick.
Yeah. I want to see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Come for
You'll play it soon.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Come
I
for
think it's
World
in the
Cup.
next routing. I think it's like, like Q1 next year.
Yeah. There we go.
We're going for it. We're shooting for the stars.
We're going big.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Hell yeah. Cool. Well, I think that's all we got. Unless, yeah. Perfect. Well, thank you for coming on.
Dude,
Dylan.
think of it. This was fun.
Absolute blast.
Yeah, this was sick.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Beautiful. All right. Cheers. Go stream his music and go to his concerts.
Yeah, do all the things.
Hell yeah, man.